Yes, see children, so we have completed the honest auto driver, right? So in any trouble conditions also, how we should behave very honestly. That we have learned from this lesson, right? Now, it's time to answer, that is answer the following questions. So here are some questions that we should find the answers. How much we have understood the lesson, we can understand. So we can learn. So what is the first question? See that. Who does I in the first paragraph refer? Who does I in the first paragraph refer to? Refer to. Who is there? Yes, I in the first paragraph refers to other. I in the first paragraph refers to other. Right? So, and see the second question. How was the night? How was the night? How was the night? Yes, the night was cold and windy. The night was cold and windy. Right? And okay, see the third question. Why did the other ask the auto driver to stop auto? Why did the other ask the auto driver to stop the auto? Why? The other asked the auto driver. See the answer? The other asked the auto driver to stop auto for a cup of tea. Hot tea, for a cup of hot tea. The other asked the auto driver to stop the auto to have for a cup of hot tea. For a cup of hot tea, right? And see the fourth question. Did the friends offer tea to the driver? Did he accept? Yes. Did the friends offer the tea to the driver? Yes. Yes. The friends offered tea to the driver. Yes, the friends offered tea to the driver. But he refused. Did he accept? No. So, but he refused. And see the next question, fifth question. Why did not the auto driver take tea? Why did not the auto driver take tea? Why didn't he take the tea? Yes. So, the auto driver promised the auto driver promised not to drink water. The auto driver promised not to drink water until he earned enough money. Until he earned enough money for his son's funeral. For his son's funeral. Right. So the auto driver promised not to drink. The auto driver promised not to drink water. Not to drink water until he earned enough money for his son's funeral. His son died now. So for his son's funeral. Okay. And see the next question, last question. What did the author and his friend offer to the auto driver? So what did the author and his friend offer to the auto driver? What did they offer? Yes, the author and his friend offered more money to the auto driver. More money to the auto driver. But did he accept? No. Okay, so these are the question answers. Let's see the fill in the blanks. Yes. So it's a time to answer. We have completed the question answers, right? Now it's a fill in the blanks using CLOCATE. So what is the CLOCATE have given? Honesty, silent, tea, auto rickshaw, windy. So these 5 words they have given that we should write in the suitable sentences. What are these? First one you see. The night was cold and dash. The night was cold and windy. Yes, here we have. The night was cold and windy, right? And see the next one. The author and his friend decided to take an. The author and his friend decided to take what? What did they take? Decided to take an auto rickshaw. That an auto rickshaw. So that we should write in the second one. And see the third one. The author and his friend ordered for. Yes, what did they order? Yes, they ordered for tea. Yes, there we have, it's a T, that we should write it. And next one, the driver remained dash. Yes, the other is a friend offered to the driver. He rejected. And what's the reason we asked? What did he say? So the driver remained silent. So he didn't say anything, still he was quiet, silent. And next one, dash is the best policy. Yes, what can we learn from this? Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy that we can learn from this lesson again, right? So these are the fill in the blanks. Let's see the next topic. Yes, see children, so the next we have in this lesson, time to spell well. Time to spell well means there are nothing but missing letters, right? So complete the following words. So here they missed in each word first letter. That they have given here, which is the suitable that we should write here. Okay, so see the first one, dash ESTAURANT. What is this? Very good. Restaurant. What is the spelling of restaurant? RESTAURANT. 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 Okay. And see the next one, dash. Second one, dash. BS dash EHAVIOUR dash EHAVIOUR. What is this here? Yes, behavior. BEHAVIOUR. Behavior. And see the next one, dash INDY. How was the night? It was very cold and windy. So WINDY, windy. And see the next one, dash OMPEL. Yes, that is compel. So that is compel. So COMPEL, compel. Next one, dash HAT. Dash HAT. So what can we write here? Yes, that is chart. CHAT, chart. CHAT, chart. And next one, dash RIVER. Who is there? He is a driver. So DRIVER, driver. And see the next one. Here we have dash URREID. What is that? Hurried. 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 Next one, dash IGHT. Dash IGHT. What is that? Right. 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 And see next one, dash NSIST. What did they say? What did they do? They insisted. So INSIST. Insist. And the last one left over, yes, dash RIEND. We have only one, that is friend. FRIEND, friend. So restaurant, behavior, windy, compel, chart, driver, hurried, right, insist, friend. So these words they have given. And now come to this one, next one. Write the opposites of the following words. So here they have given some words and we should write opposites. You know these opposites. Tell me one by one. Honest. Honest opposite, what can we write? Dishonest. Honest opposite. Dishonest. Honest, dishonest. Next one, night. So night it is. Then opposite what do we have? Yes, it is daytime. Night, day. And next one, silent. So now you are all of you silent. Suppose if I go away, yes, noise. Noise. So noise. Next one, cold. So it's very cold. And then further, hot. Yes. And close. So the door is closed. And then opposite it is, yes, open. Close, open. So opposites, honest, dishonest. Night, day. Silent, noise. Cold, hot. close, open. So these are the opposites we have from this lesson. Okay, Seema. So here we have time to listen. So what can we listen here? Now I'll read out these words. So these are rhyming words. So rhyming words, you know, na? Pronouncing same kind of sounds in the last, right? So then listen to them carefully. Color the bricks which you have words from the lesson with the same color. So here total words I am reading. So these what you got in this lesson, that you should give same color. What are those words? Gold, cold. Gold, cold. So gold, cold. In these two, which both are rhyming words. Gold, cold. Similar sound we are getting. So in these two, which word we got in the lesson? Very good. Cold. Cold we got. So give the color to cold. Next one, light, night. Light, night. Rhyming words. So what did we get in the lesson? Yes, night. So give the same color. Cold, whatever you have given, the same color give to night also. Next one, windy, sandy. Windy, sandy. So which one we got it? Yes, cold and windy na. So windy give the color. And next one, chat, cat. Chat, cat. So what did we get? Yes, it's a chat we have in the lesson. So color it. Curry, hurry. Curry, hurry. Yes, what is that? Yes, that is a hurry is the correct word. So give the color to the hurry. Okay. So then what are the coloring words here in this? Cold, night, windy, chat, hurry. So these words we should give the same color. Okay, clear? Let's see the next topic. Yes, see children. So in the last class we have completed our lesson that the honest driver, and some question answers also we have completed, right? And in this lesson we have a grammar topic, that is sentence and phrase. Sentence and phrase. So what is this, a sentence and phrase? So all these days we have learned parts of speech, nouns, pronouns like this. And one more is subject and predicate also we have idea about it. But what about this sentence and phrase? Sentence means we know, we are what we are telling that sentences, right? But everything can we take it as sentence? No. Why? Why can't we take it? So which is the sentence and which is the phrase? That we can see in this. So what is the meaning of sentence first? Sentence means which gives the complete meaning. Which gives complete meaning. So that is called sentence, which gives complete meaning. Subject, verb, object. Like this we should get complete sense and meaning, we call it. Complete meaning we can take here. But what about the phrase? Phrase means it gives meaning but not completely. Meaning but not completely. Understood this, children? So which gives meaning, complete meaning, that is called a sentence. I am writing this book. I am writing notes on the book. So I am writing notes on the book. Everything you can understand. Writing on the board. Is it complete sentence? Who is doing this one? You are writing, am I writing, or others are writing? No. We have no idea about this, right? That's why, so complete sentence, who is doing, what's the work they are doing, and who is listening, and everything. If we get that sentence is called, that is called sentence. Should give complete sense or meaning. But phrase means it gives some meaning but not completely. Suppose the book is on the table. The book is on the table. So here complete one. What is there on the what is on the table and what is that? Everything we have clarity in this. But suppose if I say on the table. On the table. What? Can you understand complete meaning there? On the table means it is giving some meaning. But complete meaning is it giving? No. So that is the difference between subject, sentence and phrase. So sentence means which gives complete meaning, but phrase means it gives meaning but not completely, right? So let's see some examples on this from the textbook, right? See children, so this if you see, identify whether the following group of words are either a sentence or a phrase. Whether this is sentence or phrase, we should find it from the given sentences. So the phrases, the group of words they have given. So in this, if you see, on the roof, whether it is a sentence or phrase, what is the sentence should give complete meaning. Phrase means it gives meaning but not completely. Say this on the roof. So immediately we get the doubt, what is on the roof? Where is it, right? Which one is it? So we are getting some meaning but not complete meaning. We are getting some doubts in this. That's why this is nothing but phrase, not of sentence. So then we can write answer here. It is phrase. And now see the second one. The next train is at 4. So the train time here exactly they have given. The next train is at 4 o'clock. So particularly what is this? Everything they have given. So it is giving complete meaning in this. So then we can take this word, this group of words as sentence. This is sentence. And now come this third one. Renu wrote a letter. Yes, I wrote this one and I wrote notes like this. Renu wrote a letter. It is also complete meaning. Then we should take this one sentence. This is also sentence. And now come here. In my class. In my class. What? Did you do anything? No. So what is this? In my class. Is it giving complete meaning? No. So that's why we should take this one as phrase. This is phrase because it is something is happened in the class. Whether the topic or any other, some discussion or we have learned, whatever it is, something. In my class, that's it. But what is that we didn't get any other meaning. So that's why it is giving just meaning, some meaning but not completely. That's why it is phrase. Right. And now see here with the Prime Minister. Yes. So we have taken some decisions with the Prime Minister. I chatted with the Prime Minister. Something is there. But before that what happened did we get? No. Just with the Prime Minister. With the Prime Minister. Something it made. But complete meaning did we get? No. Then we should take this one as phrase. This is also phrase. And I can lift this box. I can lift this box. Yes, complete work what I can do. That I have given this. So this sentence is given complete meaning. Then we should go for this sentence is nothing but exact sentence. This group of words is nothing but sentence. So see that on the roof it is not giving complete meaning. That's why it is a phrase. And the next train is at 4 o'clock. It is giving complete sense and meaning. That's why it is sentence. Renu wrote a letter. It is also giving complete meaning. That's why it is also sentence. In my class. So what happened? We don't know anything. So it is giving some meaning only but not completely. That's why it is a phrase. And with the Prime Minister, this is also what have we done with the Prime Minister? We have no idea about this. So just with the Prime Minister, some meaning only it is there. That's why we should take it as a phrase. And here I can lift this box. I can lift this box. So what's the work done by me? Everything it's mentioned here, complete meaning we are getting. That's why this is called sentence. Understood? So like this we should find which is the phrase or which is the sentence. Yes, see children, in this only, so jumbled words, how to find it? Below are given some jumbled words. Rearrange them into meaningful sentence. Now only we discussed about sentence and phrase, right? So now these are the words they have given, jumbled words in the sentences. We should frame in a proper sentences. So proper sentence means what should we get first? Subject, verb, object. Subject, verb, object. So in this, what is the subject can we take it? Who are doing the work? That we should take it as subject. So who are doing the work here? Boys. So then we should take boys. So boys as subject. Right? And what are they doing? Yes, are flying. Are flying. So what are they flying? Kites. That we should write into object place, right? So subject, verb, first helping verb, main verb and object. So like this we should take. Boys are flying kites. Boys are flying kites, right? So like this we should frame the sentence. Now you try this one. What can we write first? Yes, first we should write she. And next, helping verb was learning. Yes, lesson, if you take it, whose lesson? Her own lesson. That's why she was learning her lesson. She was learning her lesson, right? So that, like that, we should write the proper sentence. So we are getting complete meaning in this. So that it is the sentence. Now come here. Father, me, my, a watch gave. Is it giving meaning? No. So that we should write proper sentence. So who gave this watch here? My father. So my first father, what did he give? First gave me a watch. My father gave me a watch, right? And now, so a meaningful sentence, not this is. A meaningful sentence, not this is. So this is also not proper order, right? How to write this one? So for this, first we should get it. This is not a meaningful sentence. This is not a meaningful sentence. So once again I am repeating the answer. See here, boys are flying kites. Boys are flying kites. So the jumbled words we should write into subject, verb, object, any other words that we should write in the last. Okay, ma'am? So now, she was learning her lesson. Here jumbled word, her lesson, she learning was. We are not getting complete meaning here. If we write them in the proper order, we are getting complete meaning. So then it is a proper sentence. So she was learning her lesson. Now, my father gave me a watch. My father gave me a watch. And now last one, this is not a meaningful sentence. This is not a meaningful sentence, right? Understood this one? So let's see the textbook once again, all of you. See children, this is a time to watch. So here you can see some pictures. Just above that, so many words are there. So this word suitable for which picture, like that we should take it. But here, so many words and all these are suitable to number of pictures also. So whatever the word suitable to number of pictures, like that you can take it. So for only one picture suitable one word is not at all correct one here. So that may take number of words also. So first to see the words here, vacation, front, registration, hotel, desk, check-in, cleaning, room, serving, curtains, maid, bellboy, door, walking, bellhop, holding, drinking, ordering, restaurant, menu, waiter, telephone, open, vacuuming. So many words. So like this we have the list of words here. These words are suitable to which label? So this which picture? Like this we should see. In the first picture if you see a woman and a boy, bellboy we can take. There's a front office and telephone is also there. So which are suitable? All the words you can give to that first picture. And second picture if you see, the boy is vacuum cleaning. So vacuuming, cleaning, the boy, room, curtains. Like that you can see in the second picture. And if you see the third picture also, the maid is cleaning the doors and curtains and everything, she is cleaning that. So there also you can take a room, maid, cleaning, this kind of vacuuming, this we can take it. Cleaning is also one kind of vacuum. Suppose here second picture vacuum cleaner clearly is there, so then we can go for vacuuming there. And the third one cleaning we can go. And the fourth one if you see boy and girl, so they are introducing, they are at the entrance of the hotel or else any office. So that words you can take here. So the entrance and hotel, those words we can take here. And the third one, if you see, fourth one, if you see, sorry, fifth one, in this picture, boy and two girls with the luggage. That means maybe they are going to vacation or they came to the hotel for vacation also. Anything we can take, right? So here, the boy has a water bottle a drink in his hand also. So those words we can take. And in the next picture, if you see sixth one, so that is looking like almost a reception, right? So a girl stood there and another girl came and some asking, inquiring about something. So then we can take that as reception. And the next seventh picture, if you see, a man talking in the telephone and he has a big book like this. So maybe he's a register officer, he's doing registration, like that we can take it. Telephone also there. And the next one, if you see, a waiter stood there and a man is searching in the menu book. So that is a hotel, he is searching in the menu book something to order. The waiter is waiting there to take the order from him. And so next one also, almost waiter, and he is entering into, a girl came to the hotel and the waiter, the person is getting his that girl's luggage also and welcoming to the hotel. So all these suitable words you can write in this pictures. Which words are suitable for this. So to get into the hotel means we can take check-in also. So those words you can write it. So here if you see, first one you can write it's a reception. You can write that is a reception, and here they are acquiring something, that we can write it, and a bellhop is there and they are working, so holding something, that we can write. And in the second one you can write, for the second picture you can write the cleaning, room, vacuuming, and all these you can write it. So like this, all for picture 3 to 4 words also suitable, that you choose it and write it down, right children? And next one, see, we have, it's a time to speak. So we have a good conversation here. So how to speak with others? So these conversations already we are giving the answer. But by reading this, you should understand and you should apply this while you are talking to your friends or relatives or other people outside of the house. In the school or outside, you should improve yourselves. So what is this? Here, suppose if we go to hotel, what is the conversation between waiter and customer? Suppose we have the customers there. If we go to hotel, restaurant, there, what is the conversation between us and this waiter? So that when we go to the restaurant, first the waiter, good afternoon sir, how can I help you today? So how can I help you today? Definitely when we go there, they wish us, right? So good afternoon sir, good afternoon ma'am, good afternoon. How can I help you today? So the customer, what can we reply? I would like a table for one place. If you have only one member means one, two members two, or total family means family members, how many are there? According to that. Here one person they have given, that's why. I would like a table for one place. So wait, for that waiter, write this way sir. Here you are, here you can sit. Yes, thank you. Can I have your menu card? When we go to hotel, first restaurant, first we should see the menu card. So what are the items available, right? So then, can I have your menu? Here you are. My name is John, and I am your waiter today. Would you like to hear today's special? Yes, I am John. So here this is a menu card and you see that, and I would serve you here today. I am your waiter today. And can I tell you the today's specials? Every day some specials they arrange, right? Whatever they have in the menu card, those, and every day some different special items also they keep it. So like the today's special, can I tell you? Are you interested to hear that? Yes. So why not? Sure, certainly, sure. Yes, well, our today's starter is chowder soup and today's main course is salmon and chips. Salmon, do you know? Salmon means it's a salmon fish, very tasty fish in all the fish, right? So salmon chips, salmon and chips. Salmon and chips? Yes, is the fresh fish only. So salmon fish means very rare it happens. That's why, is it fresh only? That yes. Yes, it is. It came straight from our own fishing vessels, sir. So from our own fishing farms only we got it. So very freshly it's prepared. So you can. Alright. I would like the salmon and chips. So now I want salmon and chips. So would you like to have a starter soup? So starter soup also we have. Do you want that one? Actually, I would like to have something else. So some other items I want to order. Why don't you try our salad? Most customers order our fresh green salad. So in our restaurant, the main important, is very delicious and most of the customers like food is salad. So why don't you try that one? That he asked. Okay, I want to have the fresh green salad. So then bring fresh green salad. So here is your food. Thank you and enjoy your lunch. Thank you. We also should say thank you for them. Right? So this is the conversation when we go out, how politely we should give answers to them when they ask us something, right? That we can understand from this. And now, let us say it's a time to write. So now I am giving here. So the following words, you see that one, use the following words to make your own sentences. Own sentences they have given. What is that own sentence? First one they gave here, honesty. Honesty. So what can we write? One sentence. By using honesty, we should write one sentence. But in the lesson only we have learned one important phrase, sentence. What is that? Honesty. We can write answer. Yes. Honesty is the best policy. Honesty is the best policy. That we can take here. So first sentence they gave, first word they gave honesty. Write a sentence by using honesty. So what can we write? Honesty is the best policy, right? And now see the second one here, children. So windy. Windy. So what can we write? Windy. So it's raining. It's raining heavily. It's raining heavily, and when it is raining, how the weather is? Windy too. It's raining heavily and windy too. So wind means the air was blowing. So windy too. And see the third one, what did they give? Hurry. Hurry. When do we use this hurry? Yes, morning you are coming to school. If it is late, what do we say? Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, right? Yes. So, hurry up. You are getting late. Hurry up. We are getting late. Right? And see the next one. Insist. Insist. So, what is this insist? Forcing to do something like that, right? Can we insist anyone? No. So, don't insist anyone. Don't insist anyone. And see the next one, what did they give? Yes, compel. This is also a type of forcing. So, she was compelled to give the book. She was compelled to give the book. So like that, compel means that is a force to do something. So insist means we are irritating or insisting or forcing almost this also to do. So don't insist anyone. And she was compelled to give the book. She was compelled to give the book. Right? So honesty is the best policy. Windy, it's raining heavily and windy too. And third one, hurry up, we are getting late. And insist, don't insist anyone. Compel, she was compelled to give the book. She was compelled to give the book. Right? Yes. So these are the topics we have in our third lesson. Then we, yes, one more. You have last one, you have a project work. So what is this project work? So now see this one. Yes, children, we have here, it's a time to do your project work. So this project work means we can write it on the paper. Already they gave here, very tasty and delicious one. But you prepare this with the help of your mother only. Don't prepare of your own for your age. We take care in the kitchen. So see this, what is this? Yes, how to prepare tea. Very tasty tea. right? So Indian tea, you can get this at any Indian shops, any shops, maximum in our streets also we have tea shops, right? But in this tea, we have two types of tea, right? Yes, you need Lipton green label and Brew Bond red label. Make sure it's not tea bags, mix these together. So what kind of tea you are going to prepare? Either green tea or normal tea. Green tea means Lipton green label and the sachets we dip in the hot water like that. But now here we are giving either red label or Taj Mahal or whatever it is your favorite one. How to prepare tea today, so that we can see in the project work. So see that what do we require in the to prepare tea? Sugar, first one sugar, milk, ginger, tea strainer, pot and water, tea powder. These are needed, right? So see the first step, put the piece of ginger under something hard and squish it drop into pot of water, turn on the gas. So lit the stove and keep the pot on that and pour 1 glass of water and make the ginger into small pieces or else squish it and then grated it and then put it in the water. And when the water starts to boil, that means bubbles in the water or starts to jump the bubbles of the water drips if you are getting, put 2.5 tablespoons of sugar into the pot of boiling water. So in that boiling water, 2.5 spoons of sugar you add it. And later then wait 2 minutes and put 2 spoons of tea if you like it medium strong. So here 3 types are there. Some people they drink tea very light and some people medium, some people very strong tea they want to. According to that here, suppose medium means you can add 2 spoons of tea powder there or 2.5 spoons for strong tea or 1.5 spoon for light if you want. According to your parents wish, you add that one, right? And wait 3 to 4 minutes after adding the tea, then add milk until it turns its color. So still continue the boiling. And when the 3 to 4 minutes when you continue the boiling of that decoction, it turns into dark color. Then add the milk. So after that, again you boil it till you get the required color to the tea. And wait 3 minutes after adding the milk and then take the pot off the stove. Put your strainer on a cup and rest its other side on another cup and pour. So then after 3 to 4 minutes when the tea color aromatic smell when you get, yes, turn off the stove and then keep the cup, teapot, take it out and strain it into another vessel or into the cups and throw out the stuff left over in the strainer and pot. So when you strain it in the strainer, the leftover tea powder and all the ginger pieces we get. So that one and what is left over in the teapot, that you can throw it in the dustbin. So then you can taste it hot and delicious tea. So with the help of, be careful children, with the help of your mother, according to this process, once you prepare and you observe the taste and ask your mother what kind of preparation they are doing. That's a procedure what your mother is doing. Then you can understand the variation also. You try this method also and how tasty and delicious you can understand. Alright, so this is our third lesson, complete one. Then we can see the fourth lesson later.